Hello friends, in the last video we had discussed about the importance of the footprints. Today in this video we will discuss about the importance of the VIV zones which are auto drawn. Okay, auto drawn means you need not to do anything. They will be drawn for yourself automatically by calculating the price action and the volume activity of few days, and then they will create those zones automatically. If you look at this stock, that is a dish TV, this is a weekly chart. You can see that our system has told that on weekly time frame the dish TV has generated a VIV zone. That means staying above that zone or staying between the VIV zone was very important. But what happened was the price couldn't sustain between the VIV zone and it broke down. The other red flag was generated. The trend background was also uh, changed from dark to the light color or the no color. Our system gave two red flags. One was that it broke the low of the wave zone or never ever go above the wave zone's high. Two red flags, never ever was able to sustain, tried one time, couldn't sustain. Second red flag was the low was broken, and third red flag was that the trend got changed, the background got changed. You can see that the stock has corrected from that level to almost 81%. So this is why the VIV zone, which are auto drawn for you, are very important. Okay, so this was a sell exit kind of uh, VIV zone because it broke the low and couldn't survive above the high. Now we will look into the another VIV zones where price uh, took support and performed really well. Like if we go to the HDFC Bank and check the weekly chart, this is an auto drawn VIV level. Okay, so how can you control this? In the VIV levels or VIV zone, you can show or hide from these settings. Show VIV high low price. You will see that it is gone from here. But if you select it, then it will start showing. Also, you have a option to either you want to show the close price or also the background between this zone. Okay, so you can also change the background color whatever you want to use it. So you have the ability to show the most important zone. Okay, also, so in the case of HDFC Bank, you can see this is a weekly chart. HDFC Bank had a auto drawn wave here, and you can say means in advance it was telling us that okay, this is a very important zone for HDFC Bank for a longer term. You can see how price reacted near this zone, never broke the low of the zone like we saw in the last example, the dish TV. What happened was it broke the low. That means long term something is wrong. But HDFC Bank never ever broke the low of this price. It means it was an opportunity to buy, and you were getting a very, very low risk entry, 1 or 2% of stop loss. Okay, so this is why the VIV zones are very, very important. Now I will show you few more examples on a shorter term frame, like the latest example I will show you here. See what happened here. The In the high rect, the VIV zone was drawn here, and after that what happened? Price tried to break it, failed one time, okay, but took support near the VIV zone low, and again tried to go up, but again couldn't sustain, again came down, and once it came down, it broke the low also. This is a very, very negative sign. So if you are a swing trader, or if you, means you are a positional trader, you can take decision based on these kind of setups, that okay, this stock is breaking the put, means this stock is not able to sustain above the VIV high, VIV zone. I should think about booking the profits, or I think I should think about exiting my position. All right. So this is, now if someone want to take a trade again, we should wait for the next setup, or let it enter into the VIV zone again. But you have to understand that now the VIV low will work as a important resistance, first resistance, then these zones, the close and high, will also work as a strong resistance zones. I will show you the another example of this, like ITC. You can see here what happened in the past. ITC broke down, and then it created a VIV zone. So after that you can see how price is reacting. First time it tried to break the VIV zones high, it couldn't sustain, entered it. Again it tried, second time it failed. And now, as I told you, that once it came down, now the high will work as a resistance, and the low will also work as a resistance. Close price will also work as a resistance. So you can see that it went up, high gave it a resistance, close also gave it a resistance. Next time low was low worked as a support. Again it tried to go high, but close was a resistance, and then it broke down. It was clearly telling you that the VIV zone is very, very important. The automated VIV zone is very, very important. Something important is happening here. So you have to understand that if something is happening, then you need to take care of these levels. If you have already position or you want to buy it, you can look into these zones and see how price is reacting, right? If I have to buy it, I will see how price reacts. Maybe if I have to take a position, maybe I will wait for this reversal, and then I can take profits here, because I know now the VIV zone will work as a resistance. Okay, so these are very, very important levels, the automated levels. If you are new to the market, you don't have so much understanding about the price action, the volume, then the VIV system will automatically help you. Okay, I can show you one more stocks, like if we see the past, you can see what is happening here. A power industry, in a power industry recently it made automated VIV zone. So what happened here? Price try to break that VIV zones high but rejected from there itself and then came down. Now it broke below. This is a very negative sign. Now what can happen if it reverse from here? Then we can enter here near the VIV low and our stop loss will be 1 or 2% below the VIV low. Then our target should not be too much. Our target should be either this VIV close or VIV high, nothing more than, because it will be first time testing that and rejection will surely come. Okay, so in the past if I show you the VIV zone on the weekly chart from where uh, a power industry started a huge run. So this was generated here long time back. This VIV zone was generated in March 2017. Okay, this automated zone was drawn in March 2017. So look at the power of the VIV zones. What happened was it traded between this zone, uh, you know, for few months, like almost March 17 to July 18, more than a year, and then it broke down. So what happened later on? The VIV zone's low became the resistance. Every time it tried to go near it, rejected, and you can see how low that price went from 702 to 239. But after that, what happens? Okay, price went up again, right? Then again it was rejecting near the lows. But once it entered the low and never came back, the biggest trend started in the apparel industry. Almost stock gave a return of, if we look at this, 1500% return in only almost less than 3 years. 1500% return. So this is the power of the system. This is the power of the VIV zones. If you understand that, also the plus signs also are also very important. If VIV zone is high, so our, and if we are buying near the plus signs means the footprint, then our target should be okay. There is a VIV zone above, we should exit because it took time to break it. So what happened? Almost it took almost July 21 to December 21. It made a base, then went up, then shook out, means shaken out all the weak players here again. And once it entered into it, it started a big trend. Also, you can see the background of our system, the VIV system also went dark. That means it gave us a confirmation also on a longer time frame that okay, the VIV zone, now price is above the VIV zone's low or high, and trend is also confirmed. Then you can invest in these kind of stocks. Okay, so this is an automated system which gives you a better prospect, better understanding, and a good exit and entry levels. I will show you one last example also, that why VIV levels are so important. Here is the Tata Motors in the past. Okay, this is a weekly chart of Tata Motors, January 2021. The VIV level, the VIV zone was generated automatically. Okay, so what happened here was the VIV zone was generated. The VIV high was 307 rupees. If you look into it, once it started to go up or exited the VIV high zone, it never ever came back. And you can see it went up, then made a big base, and then started a big journey from 400 rupees to almost 1200 rupees. Also, our system gave confirmation here that okay, the trend has started, a big trend has started. Now, in the short term, if I show you on the daily chart that how VIV zone gave an alert also that something is wrong in the Tata Motors. So this is the automated generated VIV zone. If you see this, these are the automated generated VIV zone. So what happened here was in Tata Motors, price went up, broke out above the VIV zone, then again came down. That means first red flag. But it again tried to go up, took support here, third attempt. This was the biggest red flag that why price is coming inside the very important zone, means the VIV zone. And you can see it was almost 1067 rupees and stock made a low of 535 rupees, means almost 50% correction. So this is the importance of automated VIV zone. If you are using already using our system VIV, then please be informed that these levels are very important. If you are a long term investor and you see a VIV zone on a weekly charts and price breakout above or reverse above those zones, then you can invest, and till it is above the VIV zone you can keep your position and remain invested. But if it breaks any levels, then you can take your decision. Also, our system gave us two signals to exit on the Tata Motors. One was on the daily chart, it broke, means it came down uh, again and entered into the VIV high. And if you look at this weekly zone, weekly chart, the background means trend. Our system told us that trend has some problem, trend is changing, exit. So you had a double confirmation. On the daily chart, the VIV level, the zone, the VIV zone gave you a signal that something is wrong, and on the weekly chart, the trend gave you a signal that something is wrong. Exit, simply exit, or simply buy whenever the next something happens or something positive. So you have to understand how important it is to respect the system, whatever the system you are using. If you are using our system, VIV system, then please study all these zones which are automatically getting drawn, and they will help you to understand how price works, how market works, what are the importance of uh, zones, and what are the importance of the volume or the footprint, and they are telling you some story. Like if you see here, this footprint is telling you some story. If I mark it here, you can see that how price is reacting near that level. Okay, so please understand the importance of the VIV zones. Thank you guys, take care. We will see you in the next video.